Hello everyone! My name is Katerina Golub and I'm a teacher of English at School 219. Nice to see you! I'm sure that you are very good students and we are going to have a great lesson today. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to talk about weather and express something which is likely to happen in future or in present. People often talk about weather. It is an easy way to start a conversation with someone you don't know at a social event. A comment on a sunny day or a personal complaint about rainy weather can help you easily break the ice. Well, and today, as you have noticed, our topic is weather forecast. What will the weather be like? And just to warm up, I want you to do the first exercise, to look at the map and fill in the gaps in the sentences with the weather words. Then we are going to listen and check. So, here we have Switzerland, Italy, France, Spain and Portugal. Well, now let's listen to the text and then you will fill in the gaps.
What's the weather like today? Let's look at the weather in Western Europe. In Portugal, the weather is hot right now. In Spain, it's a lovely, warm day. But it's cloudy in France. It's raining there too. Switzerland is very cold. And it's snowing at the moment as well. In Italy, they've got nice sunny weather, but it's windy too. And in the UK, the weather isn't cold, but it is foggy.
And this is the result of our exercise. We have the words hot, warm, cloudy, raining, cold, snowing, sunny, windy and foggy. These words you already know. And now let's work out some other words. Well, our today's words are degrees that help us to talk about the temperature. A shower is a heavy, heavy rain. Here it is. Next, lightning, a thunderstorm. Freezing, when it's too cold, we got freezing. Gale is a heavy wind, strong wind. Next, weather forecast, that's what we are going to talk about today. Next, dry, when it's too hot, foggy. Next, hail. Next, wet, when it was raining during the night and the weather is wet right now. Bright, when it's sunny weather. Well done! Is it important to know the weather in advance? Weather forecast can help us when we are planning something outdoors or when we're going to travel somewhere. In the next activity, we are going to listen to the text. But first, I would like you to look through the words which may seem hard for you. Throughout, during all of a period of time. During the day, for example. Elsewhere, in other places. A patch, small area. Drizzle, a very light rain. To clear up, to disappear. When the clouds disappear, the sky clears up. Isolated, on its own, without other similar things around it. A heat wave, a period of weather when it is much hotter than normal. To make way for, to move so that there is space for something to enter. And the weather forecast is a statement of what the weather is likely to be for the next day or few days, usually broadcast on television or radio or printed in a newspaper. Well, now let's listen to the text. And please pay attention to the weather words.
Hello and good morning. Well, we're off to a good start in the south this week as most of the rain from the weekend has disappeared. Just a few patches of cloud and maybe some showers here on the east coast. They're all clear up by lunchtime though. Over the next day or so, London and the area around Kent can expect a couple of isolated showers, but mostly dry through until Thursday. It's not such good news for the northwest this week, I'm afraid. More wet weather and not a lot of sunshine. Some of today's showers will be heavy and even thundery in Manchester and across the Pennines. Leeds will escape the thunderstorms with drizzle and light rain only throughout the rest of the day and tonight. Elsewhere, it becomes dry today, but with some foggy patches towards Wales. In England, tomorrow morning will see a dry, bright start in most places with high temperatures throughout the week. We might see 1 or 2 thunderstorms appearing as the week goes on, with temperatures everywhere at 29 to 30 degrees. By the weekend, unfortunately, the dry weather will make way for mostly cloudy skies and rain. The rain will move from Scotland down towards the north and reach the south coast by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures at least will stay mostly warm at around 21 degrees for the weekend. It might feel like a nice change from the high 20s and early 30s we'll see in the week. That's all from me until tomorrow. Enjoy the mini heatwave while you can.
Well, pay attention to the words in bold. We will need them in the next exercise. Now let's categorize the words from the previous text in 2 groups. We have rainy weather and sunny weather. Well, the dry weather we have when it is sunny. Wet weather when it is rainy. Clear, the sky is clear in sunny weather. Showers, heavy rains. Thunderstorms, the rain with thunder and lightning. A heat wave, when it's too hot outside. Lightning, here it is. And bright, clear day. Sunshine, also in sunny weather. And a drizzle, a slight rain. So, here it is. Well done. We continue working with the text, and now our next exercise is to say, are the sentences true or false? So, the first statement is, it will start raining at lunchtime today in the east. Well, let's look at the extract from the text. Well, we are off to a good start in the south this week, and most of the rain from the weekend has disappeared. Just a few patches of clouds and maybe some showers here on the east coast. The clouds, all clear up by lunchtime though. So this statement is false. The next one, the weather is in the northwest will be worse than in the south. It is not such good news for the northwest this week, I'm afraid. More wet weather and not a lot of sunshine. Some of today's showers will be heavy and even thundery in Manchester and across the Pennines. So this we see is true. Next, there will be thunder in Leeds tonight. Okay, and this is the sentence about it. Leeds will escape the thunderstorms with drizzle and light rain only throughout the rest of the day and tonight. So there won't be thunder in Leeds tonight. This sentence is false. Most of England will be hot this week. Well, let's look at the text. In England, tomorrow morning we'll see a dry, bright start in most places with high temperatures throughout the week. So, you see this is true. Next, wet weather will move from the north to the south at the weekend. And what does the text tell us? By the weekend, unfortunately, the dry weather will make way for mostly cloudy skies and rain. The rain will move from Scotland down towards the north and reach the south coast by Saturday afternoon. Well, you see, this sentence is also true. And the last, it will stay hot when the rain comes. The rain will move from Scotland down towards the north and reach the south coast by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures, at least, will stay mostly warm at around 21 degrees for the weekend. So, it won't be hot, it will be warmer. Well, let's continue. Well, our forefathers have mentioned that observing the weather can help them to predict the weather conditions for the next period. And the people who knew a lot about nature and weather always considered to be very wise. If you use your weather eyes, you will become more weather-wise. And I couldn't agree more. But what is more important for us in this sentence is that it shows us the first conditional structure. That is what we are going to talk about next. Let's look closer at these grammar sentences. And I'm sure if you are attentive now, you will see that this grammar pattern is a piece of cake for you. So we use the first conditional to predict the result of an action. So we speak that is something likely to happen in present or in the future. These sentences are complex sentences which consist of two parts, the if clause and the main clause. And we see that one action depends on another action. The result depends on the action. What is important to remember? In the main clause, we use will plus verb. And in the if clause, we always use present simple in the first type of conditional sentences. Let's pay attention to punctuation. If the sentence begins with the main clause, we don't put comma after it when we start the if clause. And vice versa. If the sentence begins with the if clause, we have to put comma before the main clause. Well, now let's continue. These are the beliefs that such things as luck or magic can affect your life. Well, let's put two parts of the sentence together, which are the superstitious, and find out maybe something can be true for you. Well, let's do it. If you look in a broken mirror, it will bring bad luck. You'll have a male visitor if you drop a knife, and if you drop a fork, you'll have a female visitor. Yes, we know these superstitions. Something bad will happen to you if you walk under the ladder. If you open an umbrella indoors, you'll have a bad luck. If you get out of bed on the right side, your day will start well. Have you got up out of bed on the right side? I hope your day is well today. If the sky is red in the evening, the weather will be good the next day. And if you see two magpies, you'll be lucky. You were very good students. And now let's do the next task. Here we have to change the verb in brackets into the correct form, depending on what sentence we have, what part of the sentence we have, if it is the if clause or the main clause. So here is the first. If we help, we will ask. This is the if clause, so we use the present simple. Need. If we need help, we will ask. The next one, we not go windsurfing if it is windy. Well, this sentence starts with the main clause, so we need will plus verb. We won't go windsurfing if it is windy. We have the negative form, will not, which is won't. They won't buy a car if it costs too much. If clause. If it costs too much, the present simple. If we stay at home, we miss the show. If we stay at home, the will part, will miss the show. We will be disappointed if we not win. Again, the negative form. And if clause, so we use present simple. We will be disappointed if we don't win. And here is a small dialogue for you. Well, let's start. Will you come to the concert if I buy the ticket? And their answer is, yes, I will. I will ask Jack if, and here is the if clause, the present simple, if he wants to come too, and Frankie. If Frankie comes, I, the main clause, will definitely go. Okay, if I see her, I will ask her. If she, the negative form, and the present simple, if she doesn't want to come, I will ask her out somewhere else. You must really like her. Well, and now it's time for homework. I would like you to write a description of what you'd like to see out of your window. And think about the weather. What will you do if the weather is fine at the weekend? And what activities will you choose if it is rainy? Please use the first conditional sentences in your answers. Well, today we have received some material on the topic weather, and now you know how to use the first conditional sentences and how to use the if clause in your predictions. Well, I'm really impressed with your great work today. Don't forget about home task. Well, see you soon and stay healthy.